SwayamPrabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Good morning viewers, this is Dr. Ashwini Siwal from Faculty of Law, University of Delhi, and I am with you again with a very interesting lecture in this series called Law, Science and Technology. This lecture is on exponential technologies, their introduction and legal challenges in the case of exponential technologies. This is lecture number 3 of this 20 lecture series on law, science and technology. My dear viewers, we have been seeing a lot of interesting technologies in this series, and we are going to see a lot of other interesting technologies which have not yet been covered and their legal issues and legal challenges in this series. But today's topic, that is exponential technologies, will be sort of introductory for all of you, because it shall bring to your knowledge the different disruptive and exponential technologies which the world is witnessing, and I will briefly introduce you to the legal challenges surrounding these exponential technologies. Well, many of you must be wondering what does this exponential technology mean. My dear viewers, the term exponential means or it signifies that something that is not static, something which is phenomenal, or something which is developing in leaps and bounds. So there are certain technologies these days which the world is witnessing, or our scientists and technologists are producing, which are exponential in nature, and they are at times referred as the disruptive technologies as well, because they have brought a lot of disruption into the order, into the norms, or in shaping or in defining the norms of the existing society, specifically the industrial norms, or norms relating to manufacturing, or norms relating to governance, etc. So knowing about the exponential technologies, and then eventually knowing about the laws relating to these exponential technologies is very important. Students is very important for you students, especially those students who are keen in knowing or learning, or understanding the intersection of law and tech, or studying law and tech. So my dear viewers, with this small background of this lecture, I shall begin and tell you that why did we require to bring in some legislations, and why did we require to regulate certain technologies. Well, everybody knows that whenever there happens the existence, or whenever there happens advent of any new technology, there certainly come a new law or a regulation to regulate that particular technology, or at times when it remains unaddressed, then in that case it becomes challenging to regulate that technology. So in the cases of exponential technologies, it is all the more challenging, because these technologies are disruptive in nature. They are changing every now and then, and new more and more such new technologies are coming, and then they are posing different sorts of legal challenges. Whatever I am going to cover in this lecture shall not be the exhaustive so far as the exponential technologies are concerned. The reason being, there cannot be prediction or speculation as to how many can be the exponential technologies, or which particular technologies are exponential technology. So in that case, it is necessary for you to at least understand the realm of the subject, and then you may probably relate it with the new technologies or future technologies which will come tomorrow. Well, my dear viewers, we all know that the technologies are basically engines of innovation, and the innovations leads our society into thinking the unimaginable as achievable, and impossible as achievable. Then we also see and know that there are technologies which are reshaping industries and redefining the norms of the industries. So legal challenges are bound to arise at the intersection of such innovation and such technologies, demanding some legal responses which must not be strict or which must not be very stiff. They require rather some agile responses and forward thinking responses or solutions. So, keeping in mind that the lawmakers should not make some rigid or very stringent laws governing the new technologies, because it shall not reap the real benefits, or it shall not facilitate reaping the real benefits of those technologies. So, I really want to introduce it to you at the outset that whatever kind of a law has to be made, or whatever changes are to be brought into the existing legislations or regulations, they must be agile or forward thinking with these technologies, because there are multifarious benefits with which these technologies come and they offer to us. Well, what are the kinds of topics I am going to cover? As I already told you about the background and introduction of the exponential technologies, we may see few more things about the exponential technologies, and we will understand what they exactly are and how they are defined. Then we will have look at the impact of these exponential technologies. How do they impact the societal norms? How do they reshape and redefine the norms, and what kind of challenges the humans are facing because of their advent or their prevalence. Special focus shall be on the legal challenges, right? What sort of legal challenges? There may be some ethical challenges as well, but our concern or our focus shall be towards the legal challenges. There are a couple of known challenges, like challenges relating to data, like about the algorithm accountability, some regulatory compliance, some intellectual property issues, and in this topic itself I will try to give you some future considerations as well and future outlook, and then we will conclude this lecture. So, to begin with, let us have an introduction to exponential technology. My dear viewers, this technologies, these technologies I mean refer to innovations that are rapidly advancing and have the potential to disrupt existing industries or create entirely new ones. These technologies often exhibit exponential growth patterns in terms of their capabilities, impact and adoption rate. Well, as I told you at the outset that these technologies are those which are rapidly changing, which are swifter in terms of change, which are unpredictable in terms of change or the repercussions. So, these are at times, because of their unknown repercussions, called as disruptive technologies as well, and they have the potential to disrupt existing industries, and they may even create the new industries. For example, additive manufacturing is one such technology which has disrupted the order and has created a new industry altogether, and there are many such technologies which are creating the new industries altogether. Well, so far as the definition is concerned, these are innovations that exhibit exponential growth patterns in capabilities, impact and adoption. Examples may be AI, blockchain, 3D printing, Internet of Things, biotech, quantum computing and so on and so forth. These are mere illustrative. There may be many other technologies which may fall into the category to be called as exponential technology. The only prerequisite to term any technology as an exponential technology is the fact that the technology has to be rapid, has to be such which may disrupt the existing industry setup or industrial setup, and which may offer new opportunities to the people, like the way the exponential technologies at this juncture are creating new markets, increasing efficiency, and they are addressing the societal changes as well. So far as the global reach is concerned, their impact extends globally, raising legal and regulatory challenges. So, my dear viewers, since their nature is not territorial, no technology can remain territorial. The technologies do transcend the boundaries very conveniently and comfortably, because most of these technologies are not in the physical form. They are mere ideas, and they are at times patented, or sometimes the patents are assigned, licensed to the licensees or assignees staying in other jurisdictions, or sometimes the knowledge is brought to the public domain through which the people come to know about the technology. So, the technology or its nature is not confined to the territory of one particular nation state. They transcend boundaries, they are global, or they extend globally, basically raising global legal concerns and global legal challenges. But the world is divided into several divides, or nation states sovereignty is paramount, and whenever it comes to the sovereignty of a nation state, the one of the prerogatives of the sovereignty is to legislate on any subject matter according to the whims of the states or according to the desires of the state. So, we in India have also some legislations which do exist right now, and there are some to be brought or some to be enacted in order to cater to the issue of exponential technologies. Well, some of the technologies I would quickly and briefly introduce to you, which are exponential technologies, basically to make you understand why they are called exponential, and what is so exponential in them which makes them so special and so challenging to task or to regulate. Well, one of the exponential technologies is AI. It encompasses machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and other techniques that enable computers to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, and it has applications across various industries from healthcare to finance to transportation and entertainment. So, the technology has its wide sweep, and it spans across so many sectors like healthcare, finance, transportation, education, entertainment, and what not. So, such technology which is basically having or possessing some cognition or some artificial cognition may pose lot of challenges. In one of the lectures in this particular series called Law, Science and Technology, I will focus on the law pertaining to AI, and then in another lecture in this series I will focus on AI and intellectual property issues pertaining to it. So, you may refer to those lectures for more detail on this aspect. Then there comes another exponential technology, that is blockchain. Well, it is a decentralized and distributed ledger technology that enables secure and transparent record keeping of transactions. It has gained prominence primarily through cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, but also has potential applications in supply chain management, voting systems, and more. So, this technology called blockchain is decentralized ledger technology, which is based on crypto or asymmetric crypto system, and it gained prominence with the advent of the bitcoins, and everybody knows that there came a revolution of the bitcoins at one point in time, which has the potential of disrupting the order, and it really disrupted the banking system and monetary transaction system initially. And this blockchain technology is not restricted only to bitcoins. It may be used for supply chain management, or it may also be used for the voting systems. It may also be used for some other purposes, for some conducting for data analysis, for conducting some studies, for even doing the research in the field of typical topics or very complicated topics like patents. Well, there is another there is another exponential technology called quantum computing. Here the quantum computers they leverage principles of quantum mechanics to perform computations at speeds far beyond what traditional computers can achieve. They have the potential to revolutionize fields such as cryptography, drug discovery, and optimization problems. So, we have n number of such technologies which are called exponential technologies. Here in this lecture, definitely because of the incompetence to make you understand these technologies in great detail, because I am not a I am not a scientist, I am a lawyer and a law student or a law scholar basically. So, my restriction or my limitation is only to make you understand the legalities pertaining to these technologies, not rather the conceptual basis of these technologies, but to some extent in some of my lectures here in this series I have tried my best to explain the definitional contours, the conceptual basis, or some theoretical underpinnings of these technologies, along with specifically the legal aspects of these technologies. Now, moving ahead, 3D printing. Well, my dear viewers, in this series I have a lecture dedicated to 3D printing as well and the legal issues surrounding 3D printing. 3D printing is also known as additive manufacturing, and 3D printing, my dear viewers, has brought a disruptive change. It has rather created a new industry altogether and has made the earlier printing industry obsolete. In fact, the manufacturing industry is also at a threat or on the border of threat because of the 3D printing. It enables the creation of 3-dimensional physical objects from the blueprints or from the you may say virtual blueprints, basically by depositing material layer by layer based on digital models. It has applications in prototyping, custom manufacturing, healthcare, like prosthetics and aerospace. Well, my dear viewers, this 3D printing technology is very advanced and is disruptive in real sense, in true sense, because it has even printed or you may say bioprinted the limbs or prosthetics, and it is meeting the requirement in the healthcare sector of replacing the impaired people's limb with the limb made by the 3D printers. And moreover, it has applications in various sectors spanning across manufacturing, aerospace, etc. So this is one of the disruptive technologies which is posing great challenge or requiring forward looking solutions as well as some legal solutions to cater to this technology or its ill effects or maybe its good effects. Now we have another exponential technology called Internet of Things. This refers to network of interconnected devices that can communicate and exchange data with each other over the internet. This technology enables smart homes, wearable devices, industrial automation and more efficient resource management. Who is not aware about IoT these days? IoT is day to day affair for many households these days. Our smart devices, appliances, electronic appliances are IoT enabled. We see that these are interconnected networks which facilitate our communication or commands or instructions even to those devices which are miles away from us or thousands of miles away from our physical location. So such technologies are going to disrupt the order and may pose a lot of legal challenges. One of the instances of technology like IoT is the IoT is definitely is based on the interconnection of the networks, and those networks are definitely backed by some servers or where your information, your data, your behavioral patterns, your day to day affairs are being monitored or can be monitored, right? And it becomes really challenging that for lawmakers to regulate such technologies, especially when these technologies may pose a risk of even physical crimes to be committed against the individuals, because now unscrupulous people having hold of your behavioral pattern or your data may probably know when are you entering your home, when are you leaving your home, because you are shutting down your appliances, you are keeping them on, you are at times moderating or customizing them according to your needs. So they know when you are present or you are not present in your home or in your house. So they may commit some theft or some kind of a physical crime may also be committed. So these technologies are disruptive in nature and posing a lot of challenges. Then we have biotech and bioinformatics. Well, advances in genetic engineering, synthetic biology, bioinformatics are enabling breakthroughs in healthcare, agriculture, environmental sustainability. CRISPR gene editing, for instance, is the technology. It has the potential to revolutionize medicine and agriculture by allowing precise modification of genetic material. And post CRISPR, there has been a lot of ethical debate on ethical issues because it has the potential of modifying your genetic material as desired by the scientist or user of this technology. So the advances in genetic engineering or in this field has led to a lot of problems. Their regulatory issues are arising, or at times they are benefits or their benefits, how to percolate those benefits, these issues are arising. So, at those occasions we require some legal order or some legal regulations must emerge, but they must not be strict, they must be agile, so that the technology must not succumb to the rigid law or rigid parameters of law. Nanotech also is one of the technologies. Well, my dear viewers, in this lecture series we have a dedicated lecture on nanotech and the law surrounding it. Even on the biotech and the law we have a lecture dedicated on this in this series. You may refer to those lectures to know more, but here in the case of exponential technologies, my emphasis shall be to cover as many such exponential technologies as the laws relating to it. And when it comes to nanotech, well, it is a technology which does the manipulation of a matter at the atomic or molecular scale to create materials and devices with novel properties and functionalities. It has applications in electronics, medicine, energy storage and environmental remediation. So, it also has application in so many fields or on so many sectors. It also needs to be regulated. One of the major concerns which makes exponential technologies or their regulation so challenging is the fact that they are interconnected or mutually reinforcing, right. These technologies are interconnected and they are mutually enforcing, leading to even greater disruptive potential when these technologies are combined, and which is why they have the power to reshape industries, economies and societies in profound ways, driving innovation and accelerating progress and challenging the lawmakers to make the adequate laws. So, this interconnection and mutual reinforcement when these technologies are combined or they may get combined is a real challenge, because they have the potential to reshape economies, societal norms in profound ways. Various aspects of the exponential technologies which may which you need to really understand at this juncture, which are their exponential growth, their disruption potential or their interdisciplinary nature. The law should not be made, or the lawmakers should never legislate unless they understand the real underpinnings or real nuances of a particular field of technology, especially the potential advantages and disadvantages of a particular technologies. So, here it is imperative for the law students to understand as to why exponential technologies are so challenging or posing so many issues. The first and the foremost reason is the fact that they grow exponentially. Unlike linear progress, where advancements occur steadily over time, exponential growth entails doubling or multiplying at a consistent rate over successive periods. This compounding effect can lead to seemingly sudden and dramatic breakthroughs as innovations build upon each other and accelerate the pace of change. They have disruptive potential as well. These technologies have the potential to disrupt existing industries, business model by offering radical superior solutions or rendering previous approaches obsolete. They often enable new ways of doing things, unlocking opportunities for innovation, efficiency, value creation. These seem very promising so far as their techno side is concerned, but for lawyers or for lawmakers or for legal fraternity, these technologies which are disruptive in nature are posing unknown challenges, and it is a known fact that there are unknown challenges which lie in the garb of these technologies. So, it is required for the lawyers and for law students studying in the law schools to understand these technologies, and they remain to be future ready, because the litigation on these aspects or disputes pertaining to these aspects will definitely gonna come to the courts of law. Even the justice delivery system needs to be adequately prepared in consonance or in compliance with the changes in the technological environment. These are interdisciplinary also in nature. Well, they typically arise from the convergence of multiple disciplines such as computer science, material science, biology, physics. This interdisciplinary approach fosters synergies between different fields and derives innovation at the intersections of traditional domains. It brings a lot of advantages, or such intersection brings lot of advantages, but at the same time brings lot of challenges, because the lawmakers may focus on one particular technology or two technologies or few technologies for that matter, but when it comes to synergies or synergistic effect of these technologies, it is not possible for the lawmakers to focus or to come out with the solutions. Then there are a couple of more aspects which make them, these exponential technologies, very apprehensive in nature, or you may say very challenging from the point of view of lawmakers. The global impact, the ecosystem dynamics, uncertainty and risk, long term implications. I told you at the outset that they are not restricted to territorial bounds, they transcend to the other jurisdictions. So, they have a global nature, there lies a dynamic nature. Exponential technologies often thrive within vibrant ecosystems comprising startups, research institutions, policy makers. So, there is a dynamism even in the ecosystem which is supporting these technologies. There are many disciplines which, or there are many fields which come together to create the ecosystem which is dynamic. These ecosystems facilitate collaboration, knowledge exchange, investment, and development and diffusion of innovations. Then there is uncertainty and risk involved, which is perhaps the most important factor which makes the exponential technologies challenging to be regulated, or more challenging to be governed by the lawmakers, because they pose lot of uncertain risks. They offer immense opportunities, but at the same time they entail risks and uncertainties. Their rapid technological change can lead to unintended consequences, ethical dilemmas, socio-economic disruptions, etc., etc. So, in summary, we may say that exponential technologies are representing a dynamic, multifaceted phenomenon that transcends individual innovations, encompassing broader trends and acceleration, disruption, convergence. Understanding and harnessing their potential requires a holistic perspective informed by scientists, technological, economic and social and ethical considerations. Unless a lawmaker knows these perspectives, the scientific and the technological and the economic and the social and ethical perspective or the considerations, he can't legislate, or no legislation will be complete on the exponential technology unless these are known, these are taken into consideration, or these factors are taken into the consideration. Well, let us come to the legal challenges. Here I will give you the overview of the legal challenges. There are a lot of legal challenges. There is a rapid change which we see because of the emergence of the exponential technologies, and they have outpaced legal frameworks to a very great extent. We all know that they have outpaced the legal framework in toto, and what is the reason behind it? The law cannot be made overnight. It neither be made nor be amended overnight. It requires a lot of deliberations, brainstormings, and a lot of other socio-political factors which play a very crucial role in making a law, or in shaping a law, or in amending a law. But in making a technology, in reshaping a technology, or in recreating a technology, does not take much effort of scientific community. Definitely takes a effort. I really don't want to say that it does not take a effort. It really takes a effort, but the kind of socio-political reasons coupled with some intrinsic legislative problems, the law is outpaced or cannot be made overnight like the technologies may be brought overnight. And I have told you that technologies at times are serendipitous in nature too. They come into the existence by serendipity, and they pose a lot of challenges and ethical concerns. So, there are ethical concerns, like in the field of artificial intelligence. There is ethical concerns of biasness, because AI works on feeding of patterns, or on feeding of information, right, or you may say on feeding of a set of instructions in it, but those instructions, those patterns may be prejudiced patterns fed into the machine or a robot or any device which may create a bias. And then there are a couple of other ethical concerns which are associated with all exponential technologies pertaining to data privacy and algorithmic accountability, etc. Then intellectual property concerns, which are one of the major concerns in the field of exponential technologies, are also bound to arise, because protecting IP rights for novel technologies, unless those technologies have fallen into the categorically fallen into the statutes or into the provisions which are enumerating subject matters of those statutes, they can't get the intellectual property protection. The most of the intellectual property legislations in India, they have a specified subject matter or specified list of things on which a particular intellectual property may be conferred, except patents where there is a negative list, but in most of the other cases or in the cases of other intellectual property legislations, there is no specific list of the subject matter. There is a specific list of the subject matters which may be conferred a copyright or a trademark or a design or a GI protection. But in the cases of exponential technologies, whose the creation is new, whose existence is new, whose the presence is new in the society. So the lawmakers hasn't yet made the necessary changes into the respective legislations governing different intellectual properties. So that's the one challenge which we see in the cases of intellectual property. Then there are liability concerns, whose liability shall it be if there is an autonomous machine which is causing crime, or a driverless car is causing an accident, or where the AI is giving a decision to do something for a governance, etc. So these things are very complex. The liability concerns in the cases of such exponential technologies are very difficult to be defined so easily, and very difficult to be provided into the respective laws or legislations pertaining to these exponential technologies. Well, so far as the potential legal issues in exponential tech are concerned, some of them I have already explained, like data privacy, data protection, cyber security, surveillance, then AI and algorithmic accountability, bias and fairness in AI, transparency, accountability in AI decision making, AI driven decisions, the liability to be fixed. Then regulatory compliance is one such thing which is again a potential challenge in the front of the lawmakers. What kind of a regulatory model they bring for the technologists who are coming up with the exponential technologies? Will that regulatory model be too strict or too rigid, or should it be too resilient or flexible or agile? Or both situations or both the propositions are risky. Rather, it has to be balanced. The compliance of using or creating or exploring a particular field of science or or any discipline for that matter has to be very balanced regulatory model, or based on a balanced regulatory model. Exponential technologies have already challenged the traditional regulatory setup, and they have outpaced the traditional regulatory setup. But what we do need now, providing a safe space for innovation while ensuring compliance, is the need of the hour. There has to be compliance as well as a adequate space or room for the innovation, right. So international harmonization is required, where the alignment of the regulatory approaches across jurisdictions should take place, because the nature of the exponential technologies is global, and alignment with the international norms is required or is the need of the hour for facilitating the or reaping the real benefits of these technologies. Then coming to intellectual property protection, I told you that patent, trade secrets, open innovation, etc. These are some of the challenges which these technologies are posing in great detail. I have discussed these almost all kinds of challenges into into separate lectures pertaining to all kinds of these technologies, but to give you a brief idea or overview, so that you develop an interest in this particular lecture series called Law, Science and Technology. I really would like to spend a few minutes on explaining or deciphering what kind of intellectual properties are bound to arise. So far as the patents are concerned, these novel technologies may not be fit existing patent categories. As I told you that there are a couple of things under the Indian Patent Act which are excluded to be given a patent protection. There are certain things which cannot be conferred a patent protection, and any new technology which is so exponential in nature may fall into that exclusionary clause, and it might get hit or negated by that exclusionary clause, and no patent may lie on that. Then when it comes to trade secrets, protecting proprietary algorithms and data possesses the challenge. Again, the proprietary algorithm and the proprietary data and protection pertaining to the both things possesses a challenge. When it comes to data, we all know that any exponential technology which will prosper and which will excel in the society, or which is to be developed in the society, needs lot of data, and that data may be proprietorship of one individual A or B or C. So in that case, protecting that individual data or its proprietorship may be a challenging task or an issue. Then open innovation, balancing IP protection with the benefits of open innovation is also one of the solutions, that the IP rights may be balanced by open innovation, but the point is that not every individual who has intellectual property believes in open innovation or open access. If it is open access or open innovation, then the technologist creating exponential technologies may use it, but if it is not an open innovation or open source, then they must not use those patented or copyrighted or any other intellectual property protected subjects, right. So such are the issues which are arising. Then autonomy and control, ethical and social implications, to some extent I have already discussed, but I need to further elaborate that autonomy is one such problem, like autonomous AI systems such as self-driving cars, autonomous drones. They raise legal questions about control, responsibility, decision making authority, and establishing regulatory framework for the deployment and operation of such such technologies require addressing issues of safety, liability and ethical oversight. So is the case with the ethical and social implications of these technologies like AI, which raises a broader ethical and social questions about its impact on human autonomy, dignity and well-being. There are debates which are going on, issues such as job displacement, socio-economic inequality, autonomous weapons, ethical use of AI in sensitive domains such as healthcare and criminal justice. So ethical issues are there, like there may come a massive displacement of jobs by the AI tools, like robot cleaning the house who has replaced manpower, or even on roads we find some such devices being used in some developed countries which are cleaning roads on its own, and we find even driverless cars in some countries plying on the roads. So there lies a bit of apprehension about the displacement of the present order or manpower, but I think at the same time it will create a lot of jobs as well. If it is taking few jobs, then it is creating few jobs, because wherever such instruments or such devices shall be made, people shall be employed, or in not in every case it can replace the humans, these devices can replace the humans. So far as the future considerations are concerned, we need adaptive regulations which are resilient, which are agile. We need such regulations which are outcome or offshoot of the multidisciplinary collaboration, and we need such guidelines or such regulations which are based on ethical concerns or which are keeping in mind the ethical concerns before the deployment of any exponential technology. Well, now coming to the impact of these exponential technologies on society. So I have initially introduced that these technologies have impacted all sectors or all walks of life, including health, economy, industry, everything. So coming to the health sector, these technologies such as genomics, AI and big data enable the development of precision medicine approaches tailored to individual patients' genetic makeup, lifestyle and medical history, and this kind of a customization is unimaginable. It reduces adverse reactions and enhances patient outcomes. Then medical imaging and diagnostics is the field where these technologies such as MRI, CT scans and medical drones equipped with sensors allow for earlier and more accurate detection of diseases and abnormalities. AI driven image analysis further helps the diagnostic of ailment. Telemedicine and remote monitoring like healthcare delivery through telemedicine platforms, wearable devices, remote monitoring systems, and patients can now access medical consultants, receive real time health data feedback, etc., and manage chronic conditions from the comfort of their homes. Drug discovery and development is again is at a cusp of the change where new technologies are being used for predicting drug interactions and identifying potential drug candidates more efficiently, and virtual clinical trials powered by digital health platforms or AI driven simulations are being used. Surgical robots are being used for surgeries by minimizing the invasive procedures, and healthcare delivery and management is also being enhanced with the help of such techniques or such exponential technologies. Then public health surveillance and epidemic response, big data analytics, AI or other modeling monitoring methods and the responses to the public health such as infectious diseases and epidemics. These technologies provide insight into disease trends, outbreak hotspots and effective intervention strategies supporting proactive public health measures and crisis management. So overall, exponential technologies hold the promise of transforming healthcare delivery, improving patients' outcomes and advancing medical research and innovation. However, realizing these benefits requires addressing the challenges pertaining to data, privacy, intellectual property, equitable access to technology and affordability of these technologies. So definitely these technologies have lot to offer or immense opportunities and dimensions, but yet the problem lies with the fact that they at the end of the day the world has that divide where these technologies may be affordable for some people and may not be affordable for many or for most of us, and making them equitable, making them compliant with the regulatory measures, as well as making them holistic in approach, considering all previously discussed factors. These technologies may prosper and reap unimaginable benefits. Then on economics it has lot of impact like productivity growth. These technologies enable businesses to optimize operations, automate processes, leading to significant gains in productivity. They have caused a disruption in industries by creating opportunities for new entrants and innovative startups, and then new companies are being established, and the earlier companies are adapting to the new changes. Job creation and displacement is again a issue, but while they create new job opportunities, they may take some jobs, but that's something is yet to be seen. So people may require require few decades, or we definitely need to wait for few decades to really understand as to what is going to be its impact on the economy or on the job displacement. income equality and skill premiums. Exponential technologies contribute to income inequality by disproportionately benefiting skilled workers with specialized technical expertise. Those with in demand skills command higher wages, and those not in demand will face challenges in securing stable employment. So, some such issues will going to arise definitely so far as the industrial sector is concerned, or impact of these technologies on economy is concerned. There will come a more unevenness in the incomes, because skilled people may get employment in such sectors where these exponential technologies are used, but less skilled or low skilled workers may remain unemployed, and they may face challenges. Then it also paves a way for entrepreneurship and innovation in each sector, right, and it is a global technology, or these technologies are global with the with the promise of global connectivity, collaboration and trade by overcoming geographical barriers and enabling cross border transactions. They will also require investment in digital infrastructure and workforce training to fully realize their economic potential. The governments or educational institutions must collaborate to build the necessary technological ecosystem. So, what is going to be the future of these technologies? Well, so far as the future of these technologies is concerned, they holds immense promise for shaping the trajectory of human civilization in coming decades and beyond. Here are some of the trends and developments, like convergence of technologies. These technologies will continue to converge, amplifying their impact and enabling synergies between disciplines such as AI, biotech, nanotech and computing. As I told you, they are interconnected and mutually reinforcing in nature. Their convergence will bring more and more benefits. This convergence will drive breakthrough innovations across diverse fields. They will accelerate innovation cycles, and they shall be ubiquitous connectivity, or they shall bring in the ubiquitous connectivity and intelligence, like technology like IoT, and then augmented human capabilities in a technology like augmented reality. So, we have lot of changes which they are going to bring, resource efficiency, renewable energy, circular economy and so on and so forth, sustainable environment. So far as the conclusion on their overall use is concerned in the society, let me tell you that I probably recapitulate certain things to make you understand the conclusion, and I will start it with the fact that lawmakers requires that holistic understanding or perspective of different factors, economic, social, political and scientific factors. Only then they may be in a position to make some forward looking laws. And when I call forward looking laws, I mean to say that the laws which will not circumscribe the potential outcomes of the exponential technologies, which will not take away their benefits, or which will not restrict their their sweep, rather the laws which will facilitate along with or at the same time regulating them or circumventing them from causing any hazard to the human health, to life, to property, to even ethical concerns pertaining to these technologies. In the initial few slides, I told you about the 3D printing, and I told you that additive manufacturing has advanced to the level of manufacturing prosthetics, or it is applied in the prosthetics where it even makes new limbs. So, there will definitely arise many legal issues or legal mechanisms in, or there will get attracted lot of legal provisions of several laws. It is not confined only to the intellectual property or data privacy. There are laws like organ transplantation, which might get treated in this case, or which might require to be changed, because according to the Organ Transplantation Act, the organs are basically of the live donors, or they are of the basically of the deceased donors. But here in this case the organ manufactured by a 3D printer or a bioprinter is not basically a organ of a biological donor or a deceased donor or of a live donor, rather it's a artificially made limb or prosthetics which is used and replaced or to an impaired person. So such are the challenges which this technology is has in its sweep, and it may completely overturn the previous infrastructure ecosystem, the legal ecosystem or the frameworks. So against this backdrop, these technologies they present immense opportunities, but also pose significant legal challenges which we cursorily discussed. Most of the notable legal challenges are pertaining to intellectual property, to data, to privacy, to ethics, and then equity, right. Law also focuses or concerns about equity. It has a concern about equity. When it comes to equity, equity means that there is a equitable distribution of the resources, but these technologies, as I said, are cusp technologies and they are very expensive, they are inaccessible at this juncture. In future they might extend or expand to the level where they are available for an ordinary person to buy and to access to or to use. So by addressing these challenges proactively through collaboration and innovation, we can harness the full potential of these transformative technologies while safeguarding rights and values of the societal order. And by addressing the issues and challenges, we may bring that order, but what it requires a comprehensive approach that I was talking about, that involves stakeholders at all levels, including government agencies, healthcare providers, civil society, organizations, public. It also requires a regular review and updating of pertinent laws to ensure they are relevant and effective in addressing the evolving technological landscape in India, and specifically in India, because in our country the exponential technologies are very much being used or are available as if they are available in other countries. There lies hardly any such technology which we are not using or which our country does not have. Most of these technologies we possess. So pertinent laws or their updation is required, but making of pertinent laws and their updation is required, but that cannot be done without involving the stakeholders at all levels. And it would be a serious mistake to underestimate the significance of these emerging issues and their potential impact on the human or on the development of human machine relationships. So we should be prepared in advance to understand the particular problems and to negotiate a peaceful togetherness with exponential tech, so as to avoid any negative socio-political repercussions once intelligent robots either match or surpass human capabilities. Well, this is something really very eye opener in a sense, because the exponential technologies at the same time may be used for some evil deeds or the governance for the governance evil governance as well. When I talk about the evil governance, I mean to say that the governance which for the vote bank politics or for appeasement of the voters does certain things, or at times they create a narrative through using bots, web bots and chat bots, etc., wherein some narratives are spread, like misinformation, disinformation is spread on social media and on some other platforms. So even in the virtual space or in the context of the social media, it is true that these exponential technologies are being used to reply, to respond, to create or build narratives, to analyze, to gauge from the voluminous data and to extract some crucial information from the particular segment of the society. So such are the challenges and such are the problems which it poses, but so far as its use in a systematic way is concerned, the inclusive approach is required, wherein the stakeholders will come together and make a regulatory framework which shall address all the issues categorically, I'm bit concerned, while saying so, and restricting myself while saying so. The reason being that it is very tough for the lawmakers to have some such omnibus regulatory models or some regulatory systems which can cover or encompass all the issues pertaining to these exponential technologies, because these are many and many more are yet to come, and they are posing multifarious challenges and multifarious issues they are bringing in. So, in such a scenario, it is very difficult to understand what will going to happen if such technologies are going to be used or are being used in the country or elsewhere in the world. Well, some of the issues which I would like to before I conclude this lecture would like to describe or discuss here with you, that these exponential technologies in this lecture series have been very categorically dealt with by explaining each and every law and the nitty-gritties of the laws pertaining to it, and has also suggested we have also we have also suggested in those discussions, or will suggest in those discussions, as to what could be the or will be the solutions, legal or otherwise, by understanding the nuances or legalities of these exponential technologies. Each and every lecture of this particular series to a very great extent caters to all kinds of exponential technologies. So, I urge to the viewers to refer to all lectures and understand where these technologies are remaining uncontrolled or uncatered or not catered, or where these technologies are over catered, or the legislations are overbroad in nature or overarching in nature, curtailing their real benefits. And ultimately, at the end of this course, you will be able to understand where the balance lies, and how we can thrive and prosper along with the existence or presence of these exponential technologies, by using these technologies for the welfare of the humans, for the welfare of the country, and for the welfare of the masses. So, with this note, I conclude this lecture, and looking forward to few more lectures in this series called Law, Science and Technologies. Thank you very much, viewers, for patient listening. Thank you.